When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Georgia's offense will be first on the attack. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He makes the tackle at the 33. For a pickup of 5. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box.
Breaks into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Pittsburgh's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Hunt. Quick completion on the out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Forced out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now you get more and more hits on a QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Keeps looking downfield. Finds some fresh air. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They go to the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They'll try to pass their way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Looking downfield, it's Hunt. Moving out of the pocket. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Trying play action. He's got him, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Panthers want to move quickly. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bring in the heat. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Keeps it and gets the first down. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work, and you call a pass play, and then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special. This just isn't fun.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Fights off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off play action on 1st down. Now sliding to his left. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are...
Oh, he's got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Runs from the tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Panthers want to crank the tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Looking for a man. It's Hunt. Fires to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll walk that one back. It'll be third down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Georgia lining up to clear it away.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Hit right back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Works the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a man. It's Hunt. Hauls it in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Finding an escape route. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to punch it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Durham. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback 17.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And some room to work. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. Ball is free. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you...
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Oh, they're after him. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hunt. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Georgia sends out the punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The run to the left. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Durham. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
They punt it away on 4th down. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Hunt. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Sets up the screen. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. In the final period with a 3rd down play. The give out of the gun. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Let's go. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Defense might bring the house here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off play action. Takes a hit as he fires. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The RPO, it's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Pitt will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right.
Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He leaves it with his back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead and had a great day today.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Wants to throw. It's Hunt. He's looking deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Let's go!
He'll do it himself on the draw. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team